Dr. Seheult, you've advocated for vitamin D as a potential way to prevent COVID-19 infections, to prevent severe COVID-19 infections. You've talked about this for a few months now. And over the past several months, the evidence continues to grow. There's more and more publications in peer-reviewed medical journals about the possible connection between vitamin D and COVID-19. So you've put together a presentation for us. Tell us about what your presentation is all about.
Yeah, thanks, Kyle. So we've been talking about vitamin D as a potential therapeutic agent for COVID-19 since March. And since that time, a lot of other people have become involved in looking at that agent as well. A number of research studies have been done. And the purpose of this is to sort of look at the evolution and the thinking of the use of vitamin D in COVID-19. So what we do is we look back even before COVID-19 and what was the evidence for vitamin D in acute chest infections, for instance, influenza, and what was the data there. And then we look at the epidemiological evidence for vitamin D as a therapeutic agent in COVID-19, and then finally moving along to actual cases, hospitalizations. And then we build up with that hierarchy of evidence with vitamin D and COVID-19 to randomize placebo-controlled trials, which of course are the gold standard for therapeutics.
Okay, so let's talk about vitamin D. The first thing you've got to understand is that vitamin D is not just a vitamin. Vitamin D is actually a hormone. And if you notice here by the structure, you'll see that it is a steroid hormone, which means it can go into the nucleus. It can go through membranes and make effective changes. And specifically, the vitamin D receptor is a member of this nuclear receptor steroid hormone superfamily. And so as you can see here, we have vitamin D going through the membrane and affecting a binding to the receptor, and then it actually goes into the nucleus where it can affect transcriptional change. This is really important. So this is not just some vitamin that you need to supplement with. This is actually a hormone that changes the way your cells in the body actually behave.
So while it is possible that there could be confounders, we're seeing the sunlight exposure correlating with the increase in infectious diseases. I would note, if you look at this graphic from the CDC in terms of statistics, we see that in just the very months where we have vitamin D deficiency is where we have spikes and increases in influenza.